welcome or welcome back to Practical Notions Tarot. My name is Jess, your most humble host, and I'm back. I'm back with another pick a card reading. Hashtag Tarot Monday. By the time you see this, you will experience your weekend, and I hope it was wonderful. I hope it was great. I hope it was everything you dreamed of. Yes. All right, so today's topic of discussion is, how are you misunderstood? How are you misunderstood? I really feel like in the season that we're in, a lot of shakeup, a lot of timeline jumping and the such. I really feel like a lot of us are moving a little different here. So this is why Spirit was like, okay, let's discuss why they are misunderstood. How are they misunderstood? Let's say that. How is the collective here misunderstood? I know you have great intentions, collective. I do. I talk to great people every day that are really trying to adjust to the timeline that we're in. But, some of the people that have not woken up yet, they're still where they're at, and it's okay. It's time for you to put the focus on you. At least if you know that, hey, you got something in common with other people, you can be assured that you're on the right track, because you are. If you're watching this video today, you are on the right track. You realize some things needed to change. You may have left jobs, you may have left whole social groups, you may have moved away, may have relocated out of the city that you were in, state, town, or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So it's all on divine purpose, divine strategy here, why things are happening to you. And I'm here to tell you, this is how you are misunderstood. Don't fret. Keep moving forward. This is what Spirit is saying. All right, so we have pile 1, keep your temper, 20, pile 2, all must have prizes, 13, and the third pile is messages for a rabbit, 15. So whichever picture draws your attention, you should choose that one. All right. And while you're doing that, making your final selection, I'm going to ring the bell for my spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors. So if you are sensitive to loud noises, please cover your ears for your safety. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna light some Palo Santo in here so we can welcome in the good energy of our spirit guides, guardian angels, and ancestors, the one of good light and prosperity, and the ones that want to see us win. You know what I'm saying? The ones that are actually assigned to us for us to win. All right, let's light this. On the day of this recording, I was planning on doing it on Venus Friday, y'all, but man, it was so much going on, I needed to just get quiet. So yeah, I took that time to get quiet and go to bed early, because now that I'm not like working outside every single day like I was before for actually years, because I'm focusing on this, I had to just get quiet yesterday, and Spirit was like, that's okay, come back Saturday, because really the nature of what we're talking about is about discipline and moving forward and cutting those folks out that don't need to be in your energy. So yeah, it's right in alignment here. So yes, I am here on Saturday, Daddy Saturn. All right, so hopefully you were able to make your selection. You were, and I will see you on the other side. Welcome back, pile 1. How are you doing? Okay. How are you misunderstood? We got 20, keep your temper. Don't allow anger to rule you. Okay, so what I'm picking up from this is that, okay, you have many choices here, and from what I'm seeing, if you're of the masculine energy, okay, yeah, confirmation. If you're of the masculine energy, you do come off as a little bit of a playa. That's that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. If you're of the masculine energy, this is not actual man, woman, you know, you're this person that's doing this. No, it's an energy. If you're of the masculine energy, the wands energy, you move more in that type of energy. You do come off as a player here. And why I'm saying that is that you got the Seven of Cup energy here, Scorpio, Venus. So yeah, you do like a variety, and you love deep, and you attract a lot of attention, a possessive attention here. But how you come off is it's like you're unclear. It's a lot of illusions around you, confusion, like you lack focus on just one person or one thing. Wishfulness, and what I'm saying one person because it's the cup energy. That's love. It has a lot to do with emotion. So people think you're not serious about them here. A lot of wishful thinking, shiny object syndrome. You're looking at the best and brightest who can fill your needs here. Yeah, so you have the I'm gonna get this person because they make sense to my portfolio type of energy here, and you come up with a lot of reasons why. Wild imagination here. That's what they're saying. So yeah, what you really are looking for is unclear to people. That's how you are misunderstood. It's not something about you per se. It's about your emotions here, because you know, you got to be passionate about something, right? So how you come off to others is like you're just all over the place. You don't really have a clear focus of what you want in your life. And since you come off as a player, people think you're out here wooing the ladies or that feminine energy here. And like I said, this is not specifically a man or a woman. We're not reading the actual gender. We're reading the energy here. The way you move is like everybody's a means to an end. That's why you're coming off like this. Because you feel like you just want something concrete for yourself. It's not the fact that you want to help build people up, because you got that conservative energy, practical, hardworking, and responsible. You're protective over what is yours here. You're defensive about people coming in, taking what's yours. You're persistent in your pursuits. I'm a little bit stubborn here. I'm just going to be honest. You're patient, loyal, and slow. So once you make up your mind about what you really want, you actually go for the goal here. You do. And you have a lot of communicative energy here and mental agility. And that's why you draw people in with your intellect here, Virgo energy here. You draw people in, and people really feel like, oh, you want to build something with me. That's the thing. But you have a player energy though. So those people with player energy here, they don't, I mean, you draw them in, you woo them in, you give them these what do you call that? I don't know. I used to think this about about a lot of the men in my life. I really feel like they tell you all of their goals and dreams and aspirations. But it really, and you're getting excited like, wow, you know, I can see myself in that situation or with you. But really they're looking to build themselves up. It's not the fact that they're looking to give and receive here. This is what I'm saying. And the thoughts and things that they have in motion here right now, the dreams that they're coming out with, they're not going to be flexible to put you in there. They're highly stubborn about what they want to accomplish here. They're bold in the way they move, and they're purpose driven, but it's not so much to be in a team player situation. This is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Yeah. Okay, so let's read it. And the fact that you got 20, which reduces to 2 in numerology, is the partnership. But what I'm seeing here is that the reason why you appear so angry is because this person was giving you I really feel like the people in your life, they want to find their way into your energy here. They hear your dreams, they hear your dreams and aspirations, you're goal driven here. This is what I'm hearing from Spirit for real, you all. That they want to figure out how to place themselves in you. And like I'm saying, like the Mercury energy here with the 7 of Cups energy, not the Mercury's, scorpionic energy here. That is the energy of possession. So when you're telling people your goals and dreams and aspirations, they latch onto that. They want to be a part of whatever you're doing. And so they assume when you're telling them about these things, when you're sharing your heart, you're pouring out your cups, your emotions to these people, they assume that you want them to come in and help you with these things. But no, you're just sharing it to be sharing it. It's not the fact that you're trying to be in this play energy. It's the fact that you want people to see that you are working towards a goal here, and you're serious about it. It's like, I almost feel like for you all, it would be best if you just don't share your cup of love with people. I know, because people are getting you confused for what you're doing now. And a lot of people don't have a lot of things going on for themselves, which they should, because we're all here on purpose, divine purpose. But a lot of the people that you come across, Pile One, they don't really feel like they have anything going on for you. So they gonna be like Eminem, Stan, your greatest fan, and they gonna latch on to everything you do. And when you do something that's out of order for them, out of their mind, it's like they're constantly projecting onto you. That's the word. Thank you, Spirit. When you constantly do stuff that's or when you do stuff that doesn't kind of meet their litmus test, then they think something about you, and this is when they turn on you. This is what I'm hearing from Spirit, and this is why Spirit is saying, don't allow your anger to rule you, because you were straight up about what your intentions were, but a lot of people just don't see it that way. This is Alice in Wonder. What is it? The Wonderland Oracle. Alice the Wonderland Oracle. Well, I'm having a hard time saying that. Your name could be Lucy. Yeah, you could like, what is that movie with, what is that movie? Ghost in the Shell. She played Ghost in the Shell. What is that movie? She played Ghost in the Shell. What is her name? I don't know. If you remember, y'all, I may drop it on the post. I don't know, but she plays Ghost in the Shell. Young Caucasian lady. She played Ghost in the Shell, but she was actually she played a role where she actually became Lucy, the Christ consciousness. I don't know. You know, my mind be all over the place. This is what I'm saying, a wild imagination, if you get my drift. But yeah, she played the character Ghost in the Shell on the movie Ghost. She played the main character in the movie Ghost in the Shell. And it had Morgan Freeman in the movie too. That's not the actual movie, but she was in that movie too. But here it says, being pushed, running out of patience, feeling like the people about you are not the people like, well, feeling like the people about you are not cooperative. That's why you got that 20, which reduces to 2. Evasive companions and bothersome circumstances. Okay. The need to keep your temper cool and in check. Remind yourself you will go far further when you harness your power and use it at the right time, which is, by the way, not right now. Okay. Hopefully you got that. Okay. And it's followed by Snow Moon. Transition, low resources, hibernation, embrace change, renewal, cleansing, soul searching, darkness, scarcity, make plans for the future, rest. This is what I'm saying. I think it's time for you to back. Like I was telling you in the very beginning, like I wanted to film this on Venus Friday. I love that day to film. I'm a Libra stellium. I love that day to film. It just makes more sense to me energetic wise. But yesterday, which we're on Saturday, it just wasn't feeling right to me, so I didn't do it. And I'm actually doing that more often too, even with my new channel. Like if I feel like the energy is pulling against me, I wait, I rest, and then I come back out. So yeah, definitely, I really feel like you all are being called to rest right now, and this is and it'll actually lessen the energy of being misunderstood here, because you're in a state of transition. And when you're in a state of transition, it's time to rest. It's time to regather your strength, because to be honest, you had a lot of energy vampires in your energy here. It's true. It really is. People are wanting you to do their bidding, and they're taking you far away from your goals that you actually intended to do. here. And it says, believe in miracles. They happen every day. Don't think that you're that much out of alignment. It's not as bad as you think. This is what Spirit is saying. It's not as bad as you think. You can recover, and you will recover here. And then you have the lady moving in like a dark hallway in a, looks like a library. It looks like a lot of books. So let's turn this over and see. This is your hint card, Hint. Unfamiliar, secret, or unused room. Yes. And this is a dream deck here. A house or home in a dream is a symbol of yourself. So yeah, you could be being recluse or pretty much isolating in your home here. So if you're having dreams of home or having that desire to be home, this is why. Hint. This is your hint card. As with you, there'll be an outside and an inside. The rooms in a dream house symbolize aspects of you who are on the inside. Therefore, rooms that are unknown, locked, or secret indicate possible areas of personal transformation that are not yet being expressed. Either you aren't aware of them, or for some reason you aren't capitalizing on them. The key to interpretation is what was in the room, as they may give you an indication about an aspect of yourself that is underdeveloped or undiscovered. Undeveloped or undiscovered. And Spirit is saying underdeveloped too. That's what Spirit said. And if the room is empty or deserted, this suggests you aren't taking steps to get to know your own strengths and talents. Inspiration is waiting to happen. Bear in mind that a hidden room can also be where your dark side is to be found. You need to face this aspect of yourself and come to terms with it. So if you need to take a picture of that, you're quite welcome. Okay. So that is your hint card. So like I was saying, Spirit is saying that it's time for you to pull your energy back to yourself. Maybe it's time for you to become a little bit of a hermit or a recluse, because you got Virgo here, which is the ultimate hermit. Yeah. When things are getting sticky outside, or people keep projecting onto you, this is what Spirit is saying. It's time for you to pull your energy back and focus on you. The world is going to be the world whether you're there or not. But for you to meet your goals like you really want to, you have to pull yourself back and really get into your meditative state. Some will say here, please go connect with nature, because really that's what the Knight of Coins is all about. Connecting with nature here. And since it's like you're moving forward on the masculine side, but your heart, your spirit, your soul wants you to get into your feminine energy and get quiet. It's time to hibernate. It's the gestation process time right here, where you're not really encouraged to share your dreams and goals anymore, because you have a lot of people that want to sabotage that because they're jealous and envious of what you're actually creating, because they don't feel that you are including them in this. This is what I'm saying. They were mistaken by a player energy because you're ambitious. But really, this is how you were misunderstood, Pile 1. You were actually living and driving and thriving by your spirit mission, your purpose-driven goals here. And you never said that I'm gonna take you're not gonna take anybody with you, really. You never said that, but people assume that because of the wild imagination, the dreams that you sell here. And it's so passionate. You could be a storyteller or a content creator here, or someone that's actually going to get into that just to market your wares here. This is what I'm saying. It's like the marketplace is calling you. So if you're looking like, and this can even go for people who are leaving college, or people who are graduating, because this is at the time of this recording, this is May. The month of May, people are wrapping up their final projects for school and everything, and they're going to come out and have their certification. They're going to look like, okay, so what's my elevator speech? How can I get this interview? This is the time for you to have that gestation period to get your plans in order, so when you come out, when it's really time to come out, you'll be ready. Okay, and what else, Spirit? What else you want to say? Oh yeah, like I said, things are coming to an end here. You're coming to an end of a cycle. It's a transitional moment here for you. Pile 1, ruin, failure, bitterness, collapse, exhaustion, dead end, victimized, betrayal. And the reason why I say this is because people thought that they were coming along with you on this journey that you're on, not realizing they are their own separate entity, their own separate person. Apart from you, we're all going to source code for our purpose-driven mission here, Akashic Records. This is when I'm looking at this picture, I'm looking at Akashic Records here. Let me leave it like that. I'm looking at the Akashic Records. So we're all trying to connect with spirit here, the one source, the mind source, Christ consciousness as it is well known, or God, you know. We're all connecting to that, to the ultimate energy of where, okay, so what's our next assignment? What should we be doing now? And you have a lot of people in your life that they don't look for that. They don't actually connect with spirit. They're probably atheists. This is what I'm hearing. They probably like, there is no God. There is nothing out there other than who you are today. And you don't believe the same. So you're coming across people, or have had people in your life so far that all they see is the here and now. They don't look at the abstract world, you know. So yeah, spirit is calling for you to pull your energy back. This is how you're misunderstood. People are projecting onto you. All right, yeah, the Hangman. Confirmation. It's causing you to be in a standstill here. So you're sacrificing a lot to be in these relationships, and spirit is saying stop, please. Waiting, uncertainty, lack of direction, perspective, contemplation. It's time for you to regain a different perspective about why you're here and the people that you carry. I'm telling you, through every transition I've been through, I've shed a bunch of people, I'm telling you, that didn't belong on the next leg of my journey. You know, people will find you by the fruits that you bear. And honestly, if the fruit is falling out the tree rotten, that tells me that you have a lot of people around you that are projecting upon you. Like, and what I mean by that when I'm saying rotten fruit is like, you plan to go to the store. You got so distracted along the way, phone calls, children screaming, spouses wanting something, that you never made it to the store. That is rotten fruit right there. You had a clear intention of going to the store, but never made it because of all of these distractions. You are quite distracted here, pile 1. Yeah, you are. So it's time for you to pull your energy back and recenter here. So if you feel like you're not actually accomplishing anything, this is the reason why. 7 of Pentacles here. It's time for you. It's time for your harvest. It's time for what you want to invest in. It's not about other people. And I really feel like people are hijacking your energy so they can meet their goals or feel safe about their emotional state of being. Because like I'm saying, 7, the cups period. Cup sweet period. It's about emotions. So they're latching onto you for their investment, their financial future. And I'm saying, in the perfect example of this is in the news. There's a lot of talk about elderly men. I hate to say it like that, but you know what I'm saying. A certain class of men that's above a certain age, they have a lot of younger people latching onto them for a ticket out of their impoverished state, broke state. They don't want to be broke, and so they're looking at you as the ultimate come up for their investment and portfolio here. Harvest, rewards, results, growth, progress, perseverance, patience, planning. They're looking at you as their planning, as their portfolio. So yeah, this is why spirit is saying pull your energy back. We need you to pull it back, because look, 8 of Pentacles. You got to start working on you here. You have to invest in you here and what you want to do. Skill, talent, craftsmanship, quality, high standards, expertise, mastery, commitment, dedication, accomplishment. You're meant to do something on your own and for you, for your future here. This is what Spirit is saying. Yes, this is what Spirit is saying. But you gotta chuck the people that are here to use you as their investment plan. You have plans to do something on your very own. And along with that, we may have misunderstandings. We may communicate it in a really, not so glamorous, loving way here. Because I'm seeing you got a lot of air energy here. Your mental agility may rub people the wrong way because they have this plan of accomplishing their wealth from you, off of you, with the Seven of Pentacles. And then when you're saying, hey, I'm doing this to reach these goals right here with the Eight of Pentacles, they're like, okay, so I thought we had a deal. I thought we were in this together with the Cup energy and the Two right here. We're in partnership. You're like, no, we're not. I'm telling you this because I thought we were friends, that you were here to support me, not hijack my life. Yeah, this is how you were misunderstood. Okay, and one more final word, Spirit. How is Pile 1 misunderstood? Ooh, Spirit is saying that you thought that you had healthy relationships, but Spirit is wanting to give you healthy relationships. So that means the people that are there in your life, they're going to have to go because you have these people waiting on you here. The healthier relationships here. And it's 14-5. So when you in numerology you add 14 up, it's 5. 1 + 4 = 5 in numerology. So that means you're in a state of change in your relationships here. I'm telling you, the whole premise of this reading is the Cup energy. How are you misunderstood? You are so passionate about your dreams and aspirations. You have become an inspiration to so many. So they are trying to latch onto you to build themselves up. Look, strong and supportive connections are here. Communicate, establish boundaries, empathy, active listening. Your empathetic nature has caused a lot of misunderstanding about your real intentions and goals here. Spirit is saying it's time to create stronger boundaries so you can continue to focus on your Eight of Pentacles. So hopefully that makes sense. If this resonated with you, please like, comment, and subscribe, and please continue to create or design a life that makes sense to you, because that's the only way you'll be happy. You have new relationships coming, Pile 1. It's time to clean house, clean the clubhouse, clean the house, because new energy is wanting to come in for you to help you out with your actual goals. Okay? All right. All right. Thank you again. You're welcome to follow me to Pile 2 and 3. If not, I will see you in the next Pick a Card reading. You take care. Pile 2, how are you? How are you? Thank you for joining me on the other side. How are you misunderstood? How are you misunderstood, Pile 2? Okay, so you have 13. Almost have prizes, trying to please everyone. Yeah. Mrs. Nice Guy, Mr. Nice Guy here. Mrs. Nice Guy. Mr. and Mrs. Nice Guy here. This is what I'm hearing. Okay, so how are you misunderstood? People really feel like you're very controlling here of your energy. Yeah. And they really feel like you're inflexible, a little bit undisciplined. You could have father issues here, whether you're a man or a woman. We're reading energy here. They say that we feel that yeah, you have father issues here, whether he was there or not. You have father issues, like Joe Jackson type issues, or maybe dad went out to grab milk and never came back type of issues. This is what they're saying. you have lack of control of your life, your energy here. You're rigid, dominant, and aggressive here in some ways. You could have Aries, any placement in your chart, especially the main three, the rising, sun, and moon, Mars energy here. So yeah, definitely, you're building something. You're building something of your very own, but you're very controlling here. This is what how they're viewing you. This is how they're misunderstanding you. And they feel that you're out of your depth here. You're missing a lot of energies because you don't want to welcome people in. You're a little bit on the rude side. That's what they say. They find that you're rude, very rude. I don't know why that is like, that's like a yeah, that's what they're saying. You're rude here. Insecure, you say hurtful things. That's what they're saying. Sarcastic, impulsive. You kind of feel like a bully here. I hate to say it. And you're out of control. And this is why this cannot be true, but that's what I'm saying. This is how people are misunderstanding your intentions for being in there, for having an energetic exchange. They feel that you're not really welcoming anybody in anyway. So why are you even talking? Basically, Gemini energy here. It's like they're meeting Jekyll and Hyde almost. Seriously. I don't know what it is, but you're communicating and you're communicating something, and your mental agility is very right on, because Gemini, all the air suites, the solar suites are very smart. So they feel that you put a display on of your intelligence, but you don't really want people to get close to you. This is what they're saying. Yeah, but they can see that you're energetic. You go for what you want. They see the masculine energy in you, really wanting to do things to make your life a better reality for you, something you can actually work with. It's not designed by somebody else. And what I meaning is your parents, they're your first teachers. And if you're missing a parent, of course, you're not getting all of the lessons that you need to actually be a full-rounded person. But never fret. Spirit is saying that just because you didn't have it then doesn't mean that you can't meet mentorship later on. And they want you to, but you gotta open up a little bit. You gotta let people in a little bit. But I really feel like the way that you're doing it is like, you want to be liked so much that you're allowing people to run over you. This is how you're being misunderstood. When you say yes to just any and everything, and people don't have really good intentions, they almost kind of peg you as naive. This is what I'm hearing from Spirit. This is Alice, the Wonderland Oracle. Let's read. 13 reduces to a 4. Like I'm saying, you're building something here. You really are building something here. But people are seeing you as inflexible and controlling here. And you're missing out on a lot of opportunities to network with others that may have a piece of the puzzle that you don't have, Mm-hmm. So let's look up 13. All right, it says trying to keep everyone happy. This has been the issue here. This is how you're being misunderstood. Treating everyone as equals and rewarding those who have not worked hard. Oh, playing nice, wanting to please, and inability to choose who or what is best for you. Trying to be fair, but avoiding difficult decisions is not fair on yourself. Maintaining illusions to avoid disappointing others. And again, I think Pile 1 had the illusion, maintaining illusion type of energy too. The player energy. So you may want to check that out. It may be of interest to you here, Pile 2. But yeah, you're trying to people please people that shouldn't even be in your energy right here. And it's because here, yeah, you're discovering the myriad fossils of who you are. You're actually growing out of these illusions of what people put upon you, like for instance, when you say that you don't know your father, when you say that the father went out for milk and never came back, when you say that the father want to relive his glory days through you, Joe Jackson type of energy, because because they didn't have those musical geniuses or something about them they just didn't like, and they feel like they couldn't sell that to the audience to make money. You know, I feel like audience to make money. I really feel like a lot of people are trying to live out their dreams through you. And it almost makes me feel like Pile 1, but in a different way. It's like people are trying to really live out their dreams through you, really. And so you're actually discovering so much about you. You're like, hold on. This doesn't feel like something I would do. This feels like something somebody planted inside of my mind for me to do. That could be programming, television programming. You know, that's why they call it the program, because you're getting your ideas off of things that you've seen online or on the TV, especially if you're missing a parent or maybe both, because some of us have parents that maybe weren't very healthy mentally, and so we were just trying to get through life as best we could, and we adopted like Claire Huxtable, the Huxtables. Like, a lot of us admired Claire and how she raised her kids and a well-rounded, like, and plus the dad was there. You know, I try not to talk too much because, you know, he's a hated man. You know, all the ideas that's coming to my mind that these are hated men that play these characters, and they're hated in real life, but the character that they played, they gave hope to people, and they felt like, oh, I can have that life. I can have that life. And another one too, A Different World. You can tell how old I am. I used to love A Different World. That's why I was like, I've kind of imagined I would go to college. I did, but at the time I didn't have the resources or the means to get there. I didn't know how it would happen, but you know, I actually did make it. It was a different time that I made it, but I did make it. And that was one of my ultimate goals, was to go to college. And so I did. But it really, the inception of me going to college really came from A Different World. So yeah, I really feel like for this pile, you watch TV or programming of some type to get the idea of where you want to be in life. And another example I can give, I used to have this book because I kind of knew I wanted to be a mom one day. So I had this book of like, I don't know, A Day of Life of a Mom. I don't know. I don't even remember the book, but I do. There was two books that I liked. Harold and the Purple Crayon. So he had this crayon that he drew the life that he wanted with a crayon. Anywhere he wanted to go in the universe, he drew it with that purple crayon. And you know what that means in esoteric? That's spirit right there. Purple is spirit. And so he drew that with his imagination of where he wanted to go. And then finally he got tired and went home and went to sleep, you know, something like that. I know, but the other book that I was reading was about you know, the day-to-day life of a parent. Like, what do you do with the baby? You change the baby, you feed the baby, you burp the baby, you put the baby in the bed, you know, in the little crib, you know. So I was getting my cues from a little book back then about, you know, when I'm a mom, I will do these things. And just so happened, yeah, I became a young mom, you know. And it had spun off that absentee parenting right there, you know, or lack of mental agility in the parentage, you know, to direct you in the right way. And so, yeah, but thankfully, that different world energy came in and was rescuing me for real. So it could be something that for your benefit, or it could be something that's not for your benefit. But I'm telling you, for this pile here, why you're misunderstood is that there's a missing parent here, and you're dealing with parenting issues, but you're handling in the best way you can. So you get a lot of your cues, your social cues, from the programming that you watch. So word to the wise, if you don't want to be recognized as something, please be mindful of what you watch, because it's programming you here. This is what I'm saying. You guys could be very empathic, but you just don't realize it. You don't know it yet, but you are highly empathic here. And it's followed by, with every sunset, there is a promise of a new dawn. And that's what I'm saying. Why I brought up Harold and the Purple Crayon is that he took his purple crayon and he was actually bringing into this reality what he wanted. The imagination, his imagination was giving him all types of things to do in that little book. I mean, I recommend buying it. It's a little tiny book, you know. And I even think they made it into an actual movie, Harold and the Purple Crayon. I think they made it into an actual movie. I think I'm gonna have to check that out to see if I can find that movie. But yeah, definitely that you're making a life that you really want, and you got to be careful, because a lot of people see that innocent childlike energy in you and they want to hijack it. They do. So yeah, you're putting up a lot of boundaries and barriers with being so stubborn and inflexible. But Spirit is saying that you can still get mentorship here, even at this stage in life. You can, but just be mindful. Just be mindful of what you didn't have. That absentee parent, when you see that in another person, when you see that into mentorships that you're coming across, and it's like, I don't know if I want to trust that person. Every sunset there is a promise of a new dawn. It's time for you to trust yourself enough to step out and look at the things that you would need to become a better person here, and go after that. Don't just listen to what people are telling you to do when it doesn't make sense to you. It's not actually for you here. That's what I'm saying. People pleasing, people are trying to relive their dreams through you. This is what I'm saying. If it's not according to what you actually need, like I was saying, like how I was doing, I had like 2 books that I read like front to back all the time, simple children's books, Harold and the Purple Crayon, and I can't remember the other name of it, but it was about raising children and what to do with the baby. I knew that I was going to become a parent eventually, but yeah, and I was like, I'm going to do this, and it just so happens in the school that I attended, they have parenting classes. So that's how I was able to learn a little bit more about being a parent. Though there's no handbook, but there's certain things that you can do to actually balance out your life to be a parent and still be able to continue to move forward in your goals, especially if you're very, very young. Okay, in your hint card, Hint. You got a phone here. You got a cell phone here. Okay, so let's flip it over. Okay, so if you are dreaming of a phone in your dream state, yeah, or if you're just seeing this phone all the time, even in your daydreaming state, you don't have to always be asleep. I mean, it's both. You can be sleeping or you can be daydreaming of this phone, and you always feel like there's a phone somewhere in your vicinity. This message is for you. Pile 2, a phone represents your ability to communicate. This is what I'm saying. You have a lot to say, Pile 2. So if in a dream you're having technical problems with your phone, you are unable to get a signal, or you've left it at home or lost it, perhaps you're able for some reason to get your message across in waking life. Ooh. Alternatively, there might be someone who isn't being clear. Be sure to bear in mind the possibility that this person is you. Perhaps you need to be more honest or direct. If a text or email appears in a dream, this may be a symbol of fast communication. Your consciousness may be urging you to move forward without delay on a project or resolution of some kind. Dreams about texting may also indicate a need or desire to be more direct. Or conversely, in anxiety that plain speaks, or conversly, in anxiety that plain speaking runs the risk of revealing some uncomfortable truths. Yeah, and when with you getting the let me put that in front so you can get a picture of that. You want a screenshot? The cell phone may be important to you, Pile 2. Something about the cell phone. I'll leave it like that. But yeah, it looks like with your people pleasing, you're not actually being direct about what you are actually here for. It feels like you're just a servant to people. That's really what the energy that I'm getting. And people are taking you as such, as a servant to them, and being a footstool to them, and not seeing you as who you really are. You're learning you're trying to catch up to what you did not have when you were a child here. I'm really feeling like a lot of people here, why you're misunderstood, is that you have arrested development here. And it said here really with the 13 trying to please everybody, is that really you're underdeveloped somewhere. I think that was in pile, was it in pile 1? You may want to check out pile 1 too. But you're in the energy of trying to catch up where you weren't developed. This is what I'm hearing from Spirit. It's like arrested development here because you didn't have that father figure there to help show you the way. Yeah. Oh. Okay. What else, Spirit? Yeah, I'm hearing that the theme song, A Different World. It's a different world from where you come from. Okay. Okay. Ooh, 3 of Wands here. Momentum, confidence, expansion, growth, foresight, lacking. I'm sorry, looking ahead. Some people feel like you're lacking direction too. And it even says that here too. It looks like you're lacking direction. So I'm telling you, pile 1, I really feel like that's for you as well. But you're moving ahead, regardless of if you didn't have a parent that cared, or a parent that went out for milk and never came back, or a Joe Jackson type of parent that's trying to relive their dreams through you because they felt like they didn't have anything special about themselves, you know, or a mentally challenged parent, you know, someone that's dealing with mental health issues. It's not too late for you. Again, with every sunset, there is a promise of a new dawn. You know, so therefore you have a day, every single day that starts again and again and again. You have a new time to renew yourself, renew your mind, renew your space of energy here. But you're definitely moving ahead, regardless of what you didn't have. You're moving ahead. And that's where that programming has become a benefit to you. But Spirit is saying still be mindful about the programming, because, you know, some people have hidden agendas like that Joe Jackson type of energy, and they could try to hijack some things for you there. I'm hearing fertile soil. Ooh, another energy of moving on. So while you don't have what you thought you really needed, well, of course, we all will want good parents, don't we? Even though you didn't have that, you can still keep moving forward because you have it within you. You have the love and success, ambition and determination and willpower to move forward. Ooh, confirmation. Control, self-discipline, and focus to keep moving forward. The fact that you can pick up a book and follow it and be inspired by it tells me that you weren't the trauma that you face is a real situation, but you can renew your mind. Programming. This is what I'm hearing for this pile. Reprogram your mind. I keep hearing programming, reprogramming. You have it within you to reprogram your mind. Whatever you lack, didn't have, there is something that can help you. And we have so many well-meaning, well-rounded social workers, psychologists out here that are really helping each and every one of us, even metaphysicians, most important, that are helping you use your purple crayon to create a life that makes sense to you, even though you didn't have it in the very beginning. And those here on this earth that are dealing with actual facts and figures, qualitative and quantitative research, you know, beyond the metaphysical scope, because metaphysics deals with the beyond the veil type energy. Shout out to Adina. That they're bringing things from the esoteric world down here. You got people that's in the world here that are actually looking through the textbooks and saying, hey, you know, this is how you can reprogram your mind to do this. You know, there's a way. I'm telling you, with every sunset, there is a promise of a new dawn. Every day you wake up, you have an opportunity to make it count. You know what I'm saying? So like I said in pile 1, it's not too late. It's you're not too far gone. It's not as bad as it seems. It's not. How are you misunderstood here? Pile 2. 6 of Cups energy. People remember you as one way. This is what I'm saying. And when you grow and change, like I'm saying, a different world, you all may be highly educated, highly very smart here. And you use that smarts to propel you forward here, because you got 2 cards of movement forward here. Movements. So you use that energy that you have with the wands to move yourself forward, to explore the world around you. You have this expansive mind, but people from your past want to keep you down. They want to keep you in this energy of nostalgia, memories, familiarity. They want you to heal them. They want you to bring comfort to them. You mean something to them, sentimentality, pleasure to them, but you're not that person for them to be sitting up here worshiping them or making their life feel at peace because they don't want to do the work. You got people, let me go back to this book, okay? let me go back to 13, because I'm telling you, this is so on par for what this message is in the very beginning. Your signifier card here. It says here, trying to keep everyone happy, treating everyone as equals, and rewarding those who have not worked hard. This is what we're saying here. Spirit is saying that you got a lot of people who just don't want to work. They don't want to work around you. You have a lot of people that prefer to stay on welfare type of programs. They don't want to get out of that because they don't want to have to put in the work. But you're so ambitious. This is why I'm saying people think you're inflexible, you're controlling, you lack depth, you miss opportunities. But honestly, they are projecting onto you too as well. I really feel like there's a whole bunch of projections going around, because you actually are picking up a book. You're like, you know what? I didn't have what I needed when I was a child, but I'm going to reprogram my mind and act accordingly so I can at least gain a new perspective and move accordingly, because look what you got coming to you. Happiness, the sun. Oh, the sun. You could, wherever Leo is in your chart, look at that. Look at that. Wherever Leo's is, that's where you're becoming a whole new person there. You know what I'm saying? I have a loaded 6th house. That's where my sun is. So I'm constantly shedding the old and coming up with new. And even where Leo is in your chart, and also where the sun is. So my sun sign is in the 6th house, but my Leo's in my north node. So you can imagine the type of life I'm living over here. It's a constant shedding. Happiness, success, optimism, vitality, joy, confidence, truth. That is where your happiness lies. And as I'm saying, I'm giving you an example of my life. You know, the sun is in my 6th house. So every day I'm up, shining and grinding, honey, shining and grinding, shining and grinding. Yeah, shining and grinding, because I have an optimistic attitude that things will change. You know, yeah, yesterday kind of sucked because I was so distracted and I had a lot of people pulling my energy, but it's a new day. It's a new dawn. And I'm feeling good. Jennifer Hudson. It's a new dawn, new day, and I'm feeling good. I mean, this is the type of energy you got to be in to make it through all of this. People, the old, trying to bring up old stuff about you, how you may not make it, or you know what I'm saying, or trying to live their life through you because they don't want to do the hard work. This is how you make it through. Yeah. One last message of how are you misunderstood? You really trying to reprogram what you did not get when you were younger. Your inner child suffered dearly for not look at this, the knowledge. I'm telling you, you all are the smarty pants of the bunch. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You have no problems with picking up a book and reading it. Yeah, and you use a cell phone to further your reading here. I really feel like since we're in the day and time of YouTube, you know, where you're watching me now, there is so much more to YouTube than you think. I mean, even when I was in college, we would go to YouTube to get some lessons from some of the best and brightest on there. I'm telling you. So yeah, most definitely. 25 reduces to 7. So you're on an esoteric. You could be a life path 7. You could have been born on the 7th day. Have been born on the 25th of the month. So you are the smarty pants of the bunch. Don't fret. I know every day is a challenge, But this is why. It's because you're here to renew your mind every day. Renewal of the mind every day. So yeah, one day may have not been good. It may have been trash a little bit. You've been hella distracted, but you got a new day coming, a new dawn. What did it say? Every sunset, there's a promise of a new dawn. So you got it going on, y'all. Don't worry. I'm hearing what is that? Cardi B and what's his name? The sexy guy. I think he's so sexy. I know. I think he's so sexy. I don't know why, but I just do. But yeah, you got it going on here. You do. Acceleration of intellectual growth. Seek feedback. Back to school. Network. Self-discipline. And again, like I'm saying, you've actually you're holding yourself to yourself because of the experiences you had as your as a way to heal your inner child, protect your inner child. But Spirit is saying it's time to get out there and network. You don't have to give away all of your trade, all of the things that you desire to do with the information that you're getting. It's recommended that you don't, but it's time for you to network. Don't be afraid to network, because in your energy of networking, you can find really good mentors that may have experienced the same thing you've experienced. Not having parents or a dad that wasn't there, and they can actually show you how they managed, how they overcame that issue and became a self-made millionaire. I'm hearing self-made millionaires in this group here. Self-discipline, good habits. I really feel like you have a lot going for yourself. Definitely check out Pio 1, because their card on this side, it talked about self-made, using their craftsmanship. So I think you two are related. But you have a lot of happiness coming here. And I really feel like it's because you wake up every day optimistic about what you can accomplish in this day, or just the future. You wake up excited. I'm telling you, you probably get up and do a cha-cha or a twerk or two, or, a line dance, a river dance, the country. I don't know. Maybe wake up and do a side step, electric slide, I don't know where you come from. Whatever you do in your normal, upbringing, you may have learned something that gets you in the mood to dance. I really feel like that's the energy you need to be in, high vibrational. Whew, okay, thank you, Spirit. You don't have to be on 10 all the time, but Spirit is saying for you to come out of your inflexibility, yeah, you're definitely going to have to network a little bit more, but don't give away all of you. Do it strategically here. The books will help you. Knowledge is power, y'all. All right, so if this resonates with you, please like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, you got a lot of folks that they want you to stay the same way you were, but you're constantly growing, Pio 2. Keep doing that. Keep moving forward. 3 of Wands, Chariot. Keep moving forward, because you got the sun coming. These people, they want you to remember where you came from, but look, where are you going? That's what you need to figure out. That's what you need to develop in your life. And I'm about to say my slogan here, my motto: design or create a life that makes sense to you, because that's the only way you'll be happy. More importantly here is telling you, yeah, you got success coming, happiness coming here. Ultimate happiness, because it's a life that you created. Get your purple crayon out and get to writing in that journal, because you're going to create an awesome life here, Pio 2. Congratulations. All right then. Yeah, and I'm hearing content creators too. You may film on your phone like I'm doing now. So most importantly, keep doing what you're doing. If you feel stalled or whatever, this is going to help you. It's going to help you overcome the lumps, bumps, and bruises when it comes to reprogramming your mind. You can find people, like I said, the sociologists of the world, the social workers, psychologists that have put out their work, their books, their specialties in books and in writing, or in video of how to overcome difficult people. So you may want to check that out. Thank you for joining me, and you take care. Pile 3, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll tell you, this is my psychic mediums here. This is my pile for my psychic mediums, because you already got the King of Cups. Yeah, you do. 15 messages for a rabbit. Service to the animal world. I really feel like you all get your cues. Why you're and this discussion is, how are you misunderstood? You get a lot of your social cues from animal totems, animal world. You could be like my girl here, Rosie. Sunday, what is it? Sass. I can't remember the actual word, what is it? But it's spiritual. She taps the energy of the spiritual world, the animal world, the animal kingdom here. But her show on Sundays is Sass. Sometimes it comes on maybe Monday too, you know. But yeah, Soul Sunday. I think it's, I don't know, but it's the acronym is Sass. The initials is Sass. So yeah, check her out, Rosie, on the Abyss Tarot. Yeah, very, very special lady. Thank you, Rosie, for always, supporting me, because I love what your offerings too, so creative. But yeah, messages for the rabbit. You could tap into the animal world, and this is why I brought her up too, because she taps into the animal world a lot, animal kingdom. And it gives her direction. So you could be the same way. You could tap into the animal world here too. And I really feel like you're highly psychic, because this is what I'm saying. My psychic medium, diviners, people who read oracles, cards, throw bones, throw shells, seashells, the animal kingdom. That's how you come up with your message, and that's where your abundance lies, is in the animal kingdom world. You could even be like Julissa here on YouTube with her show. I can't remember the name of hers, but everybody knows Julie. That she reads the aquarium. She taps into the aquarium kingdom to get messages from beyond this life, the veil. Yeah, that's how she connects with spirit, is through the aquarium, the animal kingdom. I mean the water aquarium kingdom there. And so, yeah, you could do the same thing. You could have something that you use to tap into the other side. And so, yeah, I'm hearing break on through to the other side. I don't know. My ancestors be. Break on through to the other side. That's what I'm hearing. So I really feel like you do that through. Oh, why did I look like that has a cross? So yeah, you're protecting your third eye energy here. And the animal kingdom is doing this as well, while you're searching through, getting the answers for other people to connect. And yeah, it's so fitting too. Okay, so you're using your divination, your energy, your skill set of divination to help people emotionally balance themselves. You have the emotional mastery to show people the way through the animal kingdom here. You're heart-centered, kind-hearted, understanding, highly intuitive, yes, self-aware, diplomatic, artistic, psychic, feeling, yes, and because you help people connect to the animal kingdom. So you are that bridge here. This is why I'm giving you the examples of Julissa, and Rosie, the Abyss Tarot, because they connect through to the veil. They connect to the veil through the animal kingdom here. Yeah, your relation, that's how you're guiding your relationships here. This is how you stay in alignment. This is how you remain open, and you show a little bit of that romantic feeling. I know I really don't like to do love readings, but I see a lot of people that are in this energy of connecting to the animal totem pole or the animal kingdom. They do a lot of love readings because, in that world, they don't have to worry about a lot of other issues that we do as human beings. You know what I'm saying? It's a totally different ball game there. The nature provides everything for them there, and it should be that way here, which it is for us humans. But we come with a lot of complexities here, especially when you have people that want to dominate even nature, even water, even the air we breathe. So it makes it kind of complicated here. Choices, duality, love. You lead with love, and this is why why you're misunderstood. Some people may think you're just a woo-woo, or people think you're just overly over-the-top romantic, talking about twin flame journeys and all that stuff. I'm hearing Empress Eva here, talking about twin flame journeys and stuff. But this is why you were here. This is why you're commissioned to do these type of things. You are the messenger of the veil. Yeah, in the way that you've been commissioned to do it here. Alice, the Wonderland Oracle. And it says animal communication, a proximity to animals, enjoying the company of animals, and interest in animal behavior and symbology, feeling drawn to animals more so than humans, intuitively understanding their needs, rewards of friendship, closeness, and trust. And this is how you gain the trust of people. You connect with the animal kingdom, and they give you the messages to pass on to them. You know, and animals are very important to you, pile 3. Astrological transits favor you at this time. You use I'm hearing Chinese astrology a lot to actually direct you in the direction, you know, as your signifier here, because this is my signifier here. Messages for the rabbit. You use that as your signifier to let you know what is going on in the cosmos right now, and what animal that you should be connecting with, what message they have for you at this time. Because, you know, rabbits are mostly it's for new beginnings, it's abundance, it's fertility here. So you would really see the rabbit in the springtime. So that's renewal. That's the new year, really. Yeah. And it says, allow yourself to rest and recharge. If you're feeling guilty that you have to take time off a little bit, or with your content creation, because I'm here, like I mentioned, all the people that I mentioned, they are content creators here on YouTube. Sometimes they have to take a step back, take a day or two back to recharge their energy, and it's okay. You're not missing anything. It's actually highly recommended, so you can, you know, be that strong vessel and use your third eye to transmit these messages here. And it looks like we got the treasure box here as your hint card, HINT. Let's see what that's about. Okay, finding something valuable. Okay, I love it. Okay. Discovering something valuable, a hoard of antiques, hidden treasure, or just modern banknotes. Okay. Suggests that in waking life, you might be on the course to learn something important about yourself and about your situation or relationships. Oh, and we're talking about relationships here. You prefer the animal kingdom over human relationships. This is what we're talking about here. This is how you're misunderstood. People think you're just you disappear a lot, you ghost a lot, and it's really because you're highly sensitive, you're empathetic, and people like to take advantage of those type of souls. Finding something beautiful can have the same meaning even if the value isn't apparent. Consider the object's symbolic associations. If it's jewelry, that could indicate that you're looking for a way to present yourself more confidently and attractively. Okay, I like that. If it's something historic, that could mean you're learning from the past. If what you found is mysterious, for example, an instrument whose purpose you don't know, you may need, if what you found is mysterious, for example, an instrument whose purpose you don't know, you may need some radical change that will make your life clearer. Okay. Other people finding something valuable suggests you may need to reach out to others and ask for help. Yeah, I really feel like this pile doesn't like to ask for help a lot. They don't. I don't know if it's because you feel like it drains your energy, because I can feel the same way. I'm telling you, I'm highly empathic, intuitive too. That's why I don't reach out to people. I don't really I've done something with Magical Butterfly Spirit in the very beginning when I started to really record on here, film my readings, because I was introduced to her through another content creator, Lady Magdalene here. Loved her energy and everything, but we have a different way of reading, and I love it. But I felt like for me that the reason why I don't do a lot of partnerships or tag, let's do readings together. I don't know what you would call that. Partnership readings. I don't know. It drains my energy. It really does. I don't know why. It just drains my energy. So that's why I don't really reach out for let's tag up readings and stuff, because it drains my energy. I don't know why. Once I figure out a way to not for it to drain my energy so much, then I will do more of them. But yeah, that was my last one that I've done a partnership reading with. But yeah, and she's so sweet, and she understood. So yeah, and I think we kind of have the same type of issue a little bit. Like when we do readings, it drains us a lot. I don't know what it is. But yeah, when I come up with an answer, y'all be the first to know, because I love to share things that's going to help us heal. And in my real life, I'm a healer. So yeah, I work in healthcare. So yeah, but it does drain me. It taps me out so much that I feel like I don't get the energy, the excitement that other readers that that do partnership readings with. It's supposed to give you energy, but it drains me. I don't know why. I really don't know why, but I will figure it out. I'll tell you. Okay, so if you found an object away to someone, what if you give a found object away to someone else? Maybe you aren't valuing your own talents enough. And I think this came up in last week's reading too, about not charging enough. Here's a screenshot if you want that. If you want a screenshot. Okay. All right. And we're going to turn that back over. Okay, so yeah, something about you not valuing your talent enough to charge the appropriate price for it. So if you're continuously giving away your free readings or free whatever you're reading, because I'm feeling like this is my esoteric pile here, my mediumship pile, that you don't feel like there's no price tag you can put on it. You're right in a way, because what you're doing is so invaluable to the growth of the human race that really, what is the price tag? I mean, but Spirit is saying that you're going to have to come up with a way to value yourself a lot more, to where you're going to have to put them through a funnel system of some type to actually take care of your needs. Seriously, this is what I'm hearing. You're going to have to figure out a way to put them through a funnel system to take care of your needs, so you're not giving away all of you. And I may be onto something. I really feel like I stepped onto something here that so you can actually still be able to provide and still put more energy, and even buying decks and creating decks, because I'm saying that you all girls and guys, you are the diviners and mediumships here, and you come up with messages from the veil, the animal kingdom, and you want to bring out like different things, like little props and stuff of animals. So I'm thinking about the Abyss tarot, how she has props and stuff like that. That costs money too. So yeah, definitely getting a funnel system of some type up to where you can get them to, or get your audience or your customers or whatever to go through that funnel system to help you help them. Because if you don't have the financial capital to invest in your platform, your channel here, or whatever you're doing outside of here, then how. This is why you continue to get drained. You have to tap from what you have. You don't have people sharing the wealth, sharing confirmation. You don't have people investing in you. It's not an equal give and receive. I really feel like you got a lot of people in your energy taking from you, and the way you replenish is going to the animal kingdom, because they don't really want, they're not asking for money from you. All of their needs are met through nature. So you prefer that route of connection, of union, versus the human race, because it's always something going on there, and it taps your energy out. So I understand you here. I do. But Spirit is saying that, yeah, it's the reason why you're misunderstood, that why it feels like you just don't want to partner up with people. You don't want to do partnerships. You don't want to do brand deals and all that stuff. Because I'm hearing content creators again, because where are we at? That is because that you have to have a way to give a fair energy exchange. If you're tapping all of your energy out, It's how are you going to replenish it? So yeah, so definitely while you get up and go, there's not a fair and equal energy exchange here. And you do that and you replenish yourself through the animal kingdom. So you have to leave to connect to the animals in your life. Okay. Ooh, Hangman. Okay, new perspective here. Sacrifice, waiting, uncertainty, lack of direction, perspective, contemplation. Yeah, you do sacrifice your energy a lot. So when you do partnerships and you do other things like that, it does tap out, take a lot out of you, because sometimes it's not a fair equal energy exchange, but on the flip side, sometimes it can be an energy exchange for you. Like I'm saying, if you need new things, a new decks or something, to get the message across to people, you know, you may give out a deck or two to people so they can have something else to read. There's messages there, you know, while you're making these decks, you're divinely inspired by the universe to make these decks. There's a message there. So yeah, that could be an equal give and exchange. You can get people to join your channel and all that stuff. But for me, I really felt like you got to know why you're here. You got to know why you're here. It's not only about just getting the subscriptions and stuff. How are you going to turn that subscription into money here at the end of the day? Because you need to be able to pay your bills and grow your channel. So yeah, you may have readings on the side. I know I post them in my description if you like. And the crazy thing about mine is that it's not even crazy. It's that I'm a little bit of a different reader. It's not so much that I want to tell you about your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or your dog or whatever. It's the fact that whatever reading that I wrote that interests you in the pick a piles, I go deeper. Whatever pile you picked, I go deeper with that energy, and I get answers from you from there, from your next question. You know what I'm saying? It turns into a Celtic cross. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I'm a little bit of a different reader, but I really feel like you got to get your message more clear. If you and this piggybacks off of pile 2, I really feel like they all piggyback off of each other. If you really want more out of this situation, out of your business, out of the reason why you're even on this channel or any channel you start, you got to get clear about the direction that you want and where you're going here. Maybe it's the fact that why you're misunderstood. People don't really know why you're here. You're reading, but they don't really know what the call to action is, CTA. So yeah, you have to have a clear actionable step for what you want, what you're trying to accomplish with whatever you're doing here. This is what Spirit is saying. Okay, Spirit, you're schooling me. Okay. Oh, this is in pile 2. I'm telling you, I think you connected to pile 2. This is in pile 1, I think, and this is in pile 2. Okay, so 6 of Cups, nostalgia, memories, familiarity, healing, comfort, sentimentality, pleasure. Yeah, I'm sensing here that you all you remind people of something so sweet, so familiar in their younger childhood, inner child energy here. Your imagination draws people in. I was saying in pile 2 about Harold and the Purple Crayon. I don't know if anybody has that. If you have children, you probably really do have that book. I even had that some years ago, eons ago, and I lost it, or something happened. I didn't have it, but I went and bought it again. Because it's so foundational to what you do as a reader, a diviner, a medium, in mediumship, esoteric knowledge here. How we're turning in our root work, because I'm hearing a lot of people who do root work here, you know, candle making, type of things like that. It's imperative to our work here to have a strong, clear mind, a clear imagination, and you want to be able to get your business worked out enough to where you have a strong call to action, to where you are giving and receiving. They have a way to give to you. So a lot of people here are feeling like they don't have a clear way to give to you. They may want to. They come in and they watch the videos and do, you know, that way to get you in the algorithm. But I feel like you need a little bit more. So you need to create a little bit. You need to expand your business a little bit more to where they can give to you in other ways. Does that make any sense? I hope that makes sense. You know, when we're channeling, sometimes it feels like we're like lost in translation. I don't know. Ooh, okay, you got a lot of things coming out. Okay. Spirit. Okay, I'll read these. Okay, it says here, 8 of Swords here. So you do feel a little trapped in your head here. Restricted, victimized, paralyzed, helpless, powerless. And present is because you don't have a proper call to action here. That's what Spirit is saying. And this came out here, the Moon, illusion, intuition, uncertainty, confusion, complexity, secrets, confusion, the Moon here. So there's a lot of things you just don't know yet. And I really feel like Pile 2 would be the perfect place to do that. I mean, to really get caught up on your knowledge about how to make a call to action, CTA, because you want to give and receive, but you need to build the machine for it to happen here. 15-6. You have a community here that's eager to work with you, but you have to build it. Something about building it. And yeah, and Spirit saying, check out Pile, were they the 13? Yeah, Pile 2 was 13. Yeah, it was 13. So 4, you have to build it for them to come, but you have to have a clear way for them to reach you, a call to action. 9 of Wands here, last stand, persistence, grit, resilience, perseverance, near success, fatigue. And I really feel like you're tired because you're just like, what the hell is going on here? I feel like I need something to help me along because I don't know what to do next. It's like you're constantly in that energy of what you need to do next. So you disappear for a little bit, you ghost a little bit, so you can connect with the animal kingdom once again. But it really helps when you have a business background, because at least you know, like, hey, let me build this. This is my clear call to action. I'm trying to get an energy exchange, and money is an energy exchange, it's a currency. So you got to make those channels clear so they can come on through to the other side. I'll tell you, in the very beginning, I was like, break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. So yeah, people want to break on through to the other side, but you got to remove some obstacles for that to happen here. And maybe you have to do like your little like, I know, Tariq Nasheed caused a lot of controversy, but I like to look at his offerings. I like to and hear what he has to say, because for me, being a Black woman, what they would call an FBA, Foundational Black American, because even in Centers, Michael Cooler was saying it too. He was saying Foundation Black American. So the word is spreading that not all of us are, have the thought mentality, the perspective of the continent of Africa. So yeah, there's a lot of us here in the Americans, in the United States, that think totally different from the continent of Africa. So we have to find our own call to action, our own way of doing things and doing business. I know a lot of my friends from the continent of Africa. Many people know my background. I was married to a person from the continent, a man from the continent of Africa, and they do have a way of doing different things. But I'm an American Black woman, so it was quite different from the way I do things. So yeah, you have to figure out your way, the way you want to do it, because you may not have that long-standing tie to the continent of wherever you came from. You could be from Ireland, but you're here in the United States and you live a different life from Ireland and how they do things. So yeah, you may have to do some historical background check or Akashic record type of thing, so you can figure out how do you operate in this land. I mean, you can't always go back to the antiqual background. Am I even saying that right? Back in the I hate to say that shit. I'm here in antebellum state, in antebellum era. And that's so touchy for us Black Americans, or we're otherwise known as FBA. So touchy because there's a lot of heartache and pain and chattel slavery back then. So yeah, we don't really want to go back through that other side. But I'm telling you, if you know where you came from, you can know where to go next. Yeah, we're not there yet. I mean, we're not back in that stage yet. And it is so crazy too. I know I'm going on a tangent, y'all. These slave movies, I really feel like it's almost like someone's trying to make you remember where you from, but you're here in the modern day age now, 2025, as at the time of my recording this. Our ancestors have been through a lot of traumatic issues here, and this is why a lot of us tap into our ancestors to get the messages out, because they've lived lifetimes of trying to right the wrongs of what has happened to them. But you, in this state of age, you can help people build successful stability, build success and stability for themselves here in this day and age, wherever you came from. You could be your families could have came from Mexico, and they maybe come over here through some type of means and maybe considered an illegal immigrant. You can still rebuild from those days. Allow yourself to rest and recharge. It's time for you to, like I said in Pile 2, pull your inner, was it in Pile 2 or Pile 1? It's something about pull your energy back. I think in both of them, I really feel like a lot of reason why you're misunderstood is because you're too far out there. You need to pull yourself back some so you can figure out your call to action, and you can build a sustainable presence here. But you gotta really know where you come from so people don't hijack that energy here and have you all in your head. Break on through to the other side. Break on through. Okay. Oh, that's too many, Spirit. Let me read that one. That was way too many. Oh yeah, you're gaining clarity, Pile 3, on what it is that you need to do. Like I was telling you, my issue is that when I do partnerships, I feel really drained, and it's hard for me to bounce back. It really is. So you're getting clarity on how to solve that, so you can still be in partnership with people. So you can do partnership readings or whatever, and have a clear energy exchange with other folks, that are doing something similar to you, because it is part of the marketing plan. It's about getting more people to notice you and want to work with you. But you need clarity on where you're going here. Sharpen mental clarity and focus. Make decisions confidently. Quiet the mind. Yes. Allow yourself to rest and recharge. Quiet the mind. Let go of overthinking. You see this? Let go of overthinking. Sometimes when I'm channeling y'all, I'll be like, what are you saying, Lord? Or, Spirit, because I come from a Christian background too. But what are you saying? Because I don't understand where we're going with this. Spirit is like, hush up, girl, hush up, child. Like my grandma would say, hush up, child. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to know everything. You see me pointing? You don't need to know everything. Just go with the flow. Pisces energy here. Go with the flow, because we're giving you what you need. The animal kingdom is giving you what you need. And they're not out being pretentious and trying to get one up on you like the human race could be doing. So this is your safe place right here, getting the messages from the animal kingdom, because they don't have those type of complexities as the human race. So yeah, definitely tap into the animal kingdom. And the reason why you're misunderstood is because people want you to work more with them instead of the animal kingdom. They don't understand why you're here. But as long as you can rest and recharge and get in with yourself in your animal kingdom, you'll always persevere here. This is what Spirit is saying. So yeah, people are wondering why you don't want to collab. Yeah, and I'm here now. I'm saying partnerships. The people wondering why you don't want to collab all the time. And I'm pretty sure that you have a lot of people come to you and want to collab. It's because you don't have a clear call to action. This is why you're misunderstood. And you have a theme about yourself that you don't want compromise in the energy of collaboration. Yeah. Ooh, okay. That was a huge download. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So if this resonates with you, please like, comment, and subscribe. You're welcome to check out pile 1 and 2. I think each of them had added a new dimension to this discussion about how are you misunderstood. Because yeah, I really feel like you're coming into the new timeline. You actually have made it to the new timeline that's available to us all, that are aware that it's here. And you're just trying to figure out, okay, so what do I do next? Now we're in a new land, so how do I build from here? It's coming. I'm telling you all, it's coming. But you got to be open and receptive to Spirit's message here. All right. And from what I know here from this pile, you are highly receptive to Spirit's message through the animal kingdom. Yeah, keep doing you, honey. Keep doing you. All right. So please continue to create or design a life that makes sense to you, because that is the only way you'll be happy. For real. That is the only way you'll be happy. This concludes your hashtag Tarot Monday. Thank you again for joining me. And I appreciate you so much every single week that you join me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you take care.